Hello everyone, today is Tuesday and it's 10 p.m. and I'm only just starting to make this video, and you'll find out the reasons why in this video. So before we begin, there are a number of people who don't like to hear me speak about family and stuff like that, what they consider to be personal stuff or whatever. So if you're one of those people, then this video is not for you, and maybe this channel is not for you, because this channel I'm just going to be pretty much talking about whatever I want. Some days it might be family, some days it might be work, some days it might just be what's happening around me, some days it might be stuff on the news. So yeah, if you don't want me to be honest about stuff, then the channel's really not for you. Alright, so anyway, today's topic is, as usual, the mother-in-law. So she came today, this afternoon, and she just sat around, which is fine, she can do what she wants, because Oscar was sleeping at that time. And then later, I was busy. I had some work to do on the computer in the other room. So I had the door closed, and she was supposed to be watching Oscar. And so, oh my God. So what happened was, when she came, she had a bag full of stuff. We always tell her not to bring stuff here, but she, she just never listens. So she had a bag full of stuff, bag full of, like, there was flour and there were chopped up vegetables and all sorts. Not sure what she'd planned at that point. Anyway, while I was in the room on the computer, I heard Oscar crying, and I thought, well, that's nothing. Oscar pretty much is guaranteed to cry every single day at some point for some baby reason, And then I thought, okay, maybe she'll sort him out, it's fine, I'm just going to continue. So I ignored it. And then within a few seconds later, he was like screaming this time and stomping his feet, like he was really annoyed about something. So I just thought, let me just have a look what's going on out there. So I opened the door, and it's just Oscar in his high chair with no one to be seen. And I'm thinking to myself, why is he in his high chair unsupervised? Because that's something that we never do. We put him in the high chair. Sometimes he wants to draw pictures, sometimes he wants to draw on his arm or on his body, sometimes he wants to eat. And it's fine, whatever, he can do what he wants, it's his chair. But because it's a high chair and he can climb out of it, he hasn't yet, he hasn't tried, but he stands up on there, and that's also dangerous. So we don't leave him unsupervised just because we don't know what he's going to do. It's really dangerous. Anyway, she did. So she was in the kitchen. What was she doing? Preparing dumplings. And if you've ever seen how they prepare dumplings here in China, it's not a fast process. The dumplings we generally eat, me and Hillary, are the ones that we buy at the supermarket, because all you need to do is boil them, just like you would spaghetti or something. Just leave it in the pot, stir it every now and then, and it's done. But she thinks those dumplings are not good, so she wanted to make the exact same ones as the ones that we had in the freezer. So yeah, so she brought all the ingredients to make it from scratch, including the flour to actually make the dumpling, the outside casing of the dumpling. So yeah, so she was in the kitchen doing that while Oscar was in his high chair screaming his eyes out. So that was part one, and I was just like, because you see, I can't communicate with her, so these things I just have to save and wait for Hillary to get back, and then I just tell Hillary in the evening. So when I see this stuff, I'm just like, yeah, keep my mouth shut, because anything I say will turn into like World War III. Because if I have to say it, then I'm not going to be nice about it, because these are things that we've said before. It's nothing new. There's no reason for me to be saying it again in 2020 when we've been saying it since 2018, when he was a little blob. So I don't like to repeat the same stuff like so many times. I don't mind if someone forgets something, but you can't forget common sense, right? Anyway, so yeah, there's that's part one. And then part two. Why was she making dumplings when we have the exact same flavour of dumplings that she's making? We have the exact same one in the freezer. And today wasn't a dumplings day. Today we had all sorts prepared for Oscar. It was like rice, vegetables, there was egg, there was meat, there was everything other than dumplings on the table, just like ready to go. And he had his food in his little bowl as well, so he could like tap into that whenever he wanted to. Because babies, they don't follow breakfast, lunch, dinner, they just follow, ooh, I'm hungry, eat. So we don't want to wait until breakfast, lunch, or dinner for Oscar. We just like, when he's ready to eat, he'll just go up to his high chair, signal that he wants to be picked up. We put him on his high chair, and then he'll just eat by himself. It's fine. So what does she do? She throws away the food that we prepared. I know. Yeah, so she threw away the food that we prepared for Oscar. And there was a lot of it. It was like, what? It's a massive waste of food. So, and then purposely didn't let Oscar eat anything. So Oscar was hungry for half the day. Purposely didn't let him eat. Why? Just because she wanted to see him eat the stuff that she prepared. So she wanted to see him eating the dumplings that she prepared. So she just pretty much, I don't want to say starved him, because obviously he wasn't going to die or anything. He wasn't starving to death, but she pretty much starved him for the afternoon, just so that he was really hungry and that he would eat anything. And then she could like watch him eating the dumplings that she made, and she'd be like, oh, look, he's eating the food that I made. Oh, I'm so proud. Oh, look at that. He likes the food I made. Like, that's what she wants to do. She just wants that moment of like, oh yeah, he's eating what I made. Oh. Ego. Unbelievable. So she threw away the food that we had and then starved Oscar. And she even told me, she's like, yeah, I didn't want to let him eat anything. No fruit, no juice, no nothing, just water. And I want him to be hungry so that he can eat the dumplings. And I was thinking to myself, I understand like building up your appetite for dinner and like not eating snacks and whatever, but we literally don't have any snacks in the house now. There's no chocolate, there's no cookies, there's no bread, there's no snacks, zero. So literally the only food that he could actually eat was the healthy food that we prepared, like the rice and the vegetables and the meat and the egg and the whatever else that we prepared for him. There was nothing else anyway. So her logic of like not letting him eat so he could eat the dumplings, it was just completely, oh my god, it made me so angry. Like, you don't do that to babies. You can do that with children, you know, like if they're eating snacks, they're eating their chocolate and they're not going to eat the dinner. You can say, no, don't eat anything before dinner, right? Don't eat a pizza before dinner. Don't eat a sandwich before dinner. I understand that. That's fine. But this is a baby. It's Oscar. He's 2. And he just eats when he wants to, you know? He's 2. And you're going to not let him eat just so he can eat the dumplings that you prepared? Like, I just don't get it. And it wasn't like she was preparing something special that we didn't have. We had that in the freezer. And she wasted so much time while Oscar's there crying and screaming on the high chair alone with nothing to eat, nothing to drink, and nothing to do. Because, you know, she doesn't like to turn on the TV. She left him in the high chair with nothing. Just in silence. No TV, no book, no paper, no pencil, no pen, no snack, no drink. Just, wait, there was water. That's it. Nothing else. This is the sort of stuff that makes me so annoyed, and like, I don't want to feel unreasonable with my anger towards her. And I know people think, oh, you shouldn't be angry with her, she's your mother-in-law, she's helping you raise your son and whatever. Yes, but I have to comment on this stuff because this stuff is ridiculous. I just don't like this controlling ego, like, oh, it just gets on my nerves so much. And this is pretty much the only place I can talk about it because, you know, I can tell Hillary, but I'm not going to like go on about it too much because that's pretty much every day when she comes around, when her mum comes around. I don't want to do that every single time if I don't need to. So I'll just sort of say something like, oh yeah, she threw away the food we cooked for Oscar, and I'll just leave it at that. Let them figure it out. But I'm not going to like go on about it, like go in on her, because it's like, can't do that every day. But I can do it on YouTube. I'm going to offload on YouTube. Whenever something happens, I'm just going to go blah, blah, blah on YouTube. So, because it's in my head and it's going to get on my nerves unless I get it out. So that was my day. And tomorrow is round 2. But tomorrow I won't be here. I'm going to go out So I won't be here to see what's happening, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's probably good for me, but bad and sad for Oscar. In an ideal world, I'll just get Hillary to stop working. Considering she's only working for £150 a month right now, full time, I would just tell her just not it's not worth it. Just stop working, watch Oscar, and yeah, let's retain our sanity. Oh my god. Anyway, in the end, Hillary did say stuff to her mom, and I don't know exactly what was said, but it was related to, you know, the unnecessary extra work that her mum has done while Oscar's here. And it's like, because Hillary couldn't figure out how you had time to make dumplings while watching Oscar, because it's pretty much impossible. So she figured it out. There must have been some point where Oscar was unattended. So yeah. Okay, well, that's the end of today's video. It's been a nice 11 odd minutes, nearly 12. I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow is not another repeat of today. But I won't know about it because I won't be here. So yeah. Alright.